Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Son of Mowgef. It's 2 Video Tuesday, which brings us back to more colony survival. I've spent the last couple of weeks in this game attempting, sadly, to get the food situation under control. As you can see, the total calories up there is in red, which means I'm not making enough food. Part of the problem with that is that I haven't got enough tomatoes. You can see that despite the fact I've planted a bunch of crops or farms for tomatoes, it's still not keeping up with the population. So I'm going to try and sort that out today. Sorry, I got a little distracted by the horde of zombies. This is another thing that I'm going to have to deal with. I wasn't helping throughout the night, which has exacerbated the problem quite significantly, but I don't feel like this is a huge problem to sort out. I've a bunch of well-placed guards. Oh god. Oh god. I've felled in the water. Yeah, a few extra like well-placed guards will be able to sort this out, no problem. And even with all these extra guys like left over, they never reach the colony. Like, I can keep this going for days, and they never like breach the final like loop. So that's pretty awesome. It's just that all my guards are using matchlock pistols, matchlock guns, or whatever they're called. And so they prioritise the red-eyed ones, or the red-skinned ones, the red ones. Which means that, yeah, these normal ones don't get taken care of unless there's nothing else for the guards to shoot at. So I'm just going to have a quick catch-up, and then I'm going to get to trying to sort, finally, this damn problem out. With the fruit and the veg, and yes, tomatoes are fruit. Before somebody gets on my back about that, what is that? Oh, I've got no arrows. All right, that's my cue to get to work. You see, the tomatoes grow really quickly, but they're used in such vast numbers. Like, it takes, I think, 10 tomatoes to make one of these soups. Which is just bizarre amounts. Like, who puts 10 whole tomatoes in one bowl of soup? I don't think you use that amount of tomatoes in, like, cream of tomato soup. I don't know that for sure. I've never cooked cream of tomato soup from scratch. It's always from a can or a tin. But I'm gonna plant. I nearly said that incorrectly. I'm gonna plant a bunch more tomato crops and just see if I can get this problem sorted out. I've got a bunch of spaces here. I would prefer to keep this area somewhat herby. I tried desperately to think of a better way to phrase that, and I just couldn't, so I went with herby. Like, if I need more flax and the other one, that wolfsbane, although I don't know, I've got quite a lot of them. I always get torn and end up being weird and pedantic. I've got this whole section over here that I could use. I could put like a whole bunch of them over here. I just feel like it's unnecessarily far away. I could put a bunch here. 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and yeah, I'll do that. I'll put them here. I need to stop talking about doing it and do it. I'll also need to use the right tool when I do it, and the right menu in the right tool. One of the reasons this bothers me, this food thing, one, because it puts your colony in a bit of a bad position. Like, if you need to be able to feed your colonists, Also, I need to trade off tomatoes and potatoes to the other colonies to do some research. It's one of the reasons why I set up a colony in this biome. It was to, you know, I want to do all of the unique research, and some of the bloody colonies need items that they can't get to do that research, so I have to trade it from one colony to another. Which I can't do, because I haven't got a bloody enough! Recruit to jobs. There we go, yeah. So I spent quite a lot. That was what, 9, wasn't it? I'm doing alright for pretty much everything else. I'm starting to get a nice stockpile of candles. I'd love to throw these into the happiness system. That extra buffer in case things go a little bit awry. But I'm not making anywhere near enough at the moment. So I'm gonna have a bunch of beehives. A bunch more beehives. They don't cost anything either, beehives. They just go where the chicken farmers... you need barley for them. Quite a lot as well. But I've got tons of barley, so I'm not going to need any more... You can see they're finished already. I'm not going to need any more chicken farms for a long time. The ones that I've got are coping pretty damn well with the supply and demand situation. Let's go ahead and... I do it every time. I'm always using the wrong damn tools. So I can get another, what, 9 here. If I remember that these plots are 3x3 and not 5x5 like I assumed they were previously. I don't really remember when. It might have just been last week. I'm in a bit of a... I'm having a brain day, as I refer to it. My brain doesn't do the brain things. Fill jobs. Oh, and now I've used up all my beds. That's kind of convenient that I used up exactly the amount of beds that I had available. I needed to hire 9 people, and I had 9 beds left over, so, kind of convenient. Yeah, I'll, do zombie murder overnight. I'll bring you guys back in the morning, and we'll maybe sort out the bed situation. I could just build another layer on top of there and fill it with beds if I wanted to. There's probably a whole section in there somewhere without beds, so yeah, I'll do zombie murder, and we'll sort out beds together tomorrow. God, the words elude me. Okay, it is just about morning. I am still doing a bad job of zombie murder. I nearly said zombie murder. Zombie? The zombies. I've actually proper lost the plot today. It's like this whole thing. I had a good old moan this morning in this week's episode of Scrap Mechanic. And although like having a good moan does you good, I've also got to not overdo it too much in videos. Oh god, oh dear. That was not awesome thing for me to do. And I do that like every time I play. So what was I going to do today? I feel like I had a thing that I was supposed to be doing right now, and I'm just doing zombie murder instead because I don't remember what it was. It was beds, wasn't it? I'm going to go sort out the bed situation. I also want to check on the cooking situation. Just want to make sure the food levels are not awful. It's going to top up my ammo like this. Okay. Ah, look at these guys, look. They're actually starting to finish. That sounds dumb. Does that really need to be up to 500? I mean, I could set this at like 300. Oh, I couldn't push to 0 then, but my headphone cable was somehow underneath it. This new mechanical keyboard is like taking a lot to get used to. I'm trying to be lighter and less heavy-handed with it, but it's me. I'm going to be clacking keys in your ear. Alright, so these guys have got a shortage of, like, thread. How am I doing? Oh my good god. So I've got a lot of cotton now, and it is getting processed fairly well. Yeah. Not awesomely, but these guys are, you know, doing the best they can. Food and beds. I need to keep focused. Food and beds. Food and beds. Let's have a look. Now, this level... Are these guys finished? Huh. Wow, that's actually really cool. Starting to get a surplus of tomatoes, which is bloody fantastic. Oh, beds? Is there beds up here? Didn't I put a bunch of beds up here? Is it? They've got no firewood? What's going on with that? Huh. Might need to get an extra couple of wood choppers. Yeah, there's a distinct lack of beds, isn't there? And space for beds. Let me sort this wood chopping thing out. Because firewood is not something that I want to be short on. Where are my wood choppers? Hey, why have I got 3? Why? Why isn't that a full 4? Adding that 1 extra might actually just make the difference, and I can't because I've got no beds. I was literally just doing bed checks. What I could do, now that I think about it, is could I not add a layer down here in the terrible pit of doom and falling to the center of the universe kind of thing? I could add a floor here with a bunch of beds, could I not? I might just go ahead and do that. Is there plank? Oh god. That's why there's no firewood. Also, I could maybe do with an extra forester. That might be something that I could, you know, do with. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh god, I'm trying desperately not to fall. See, I could do this and put a bunch of beds down here. Just like that. Let me... Alright, that was one too many. And then I could put another one down here. And how many beds am I actually going to be able to fit up here, though? It's not many. But it's more than I've got as well. Again, I'm trying to rationalise a fairly simple action. This is nowhere near as big as I thought it was. Can you imagine sleeping in this room? Of course it's copper nails. Copper bloody nails. Every episode. I think that was a bunch of extra beds. It's not brilliant, and I kind of hate it, if I'm perfectly honest, but it's extra beds, you know. I guess I could really expand this outwards, but there's ocean on the other side of here, and if I let one piece of water in, it'll actually fill up this entire section with water. The water in this game is kind of like water in real life. It's destructive and pervasive, and a real pain in the neck to deal with when you've got too much of it. I have a little rant about water. Yes, son of Mowgef doesn't like... Well, that's not true. I actually love water. I grew up in a ocean town with a proud naval tradition, and I actually love the sea. So saying that I hate water, it's just too much of it is when I start to hate it, because it gets bloody everywhere. I start to sound like Anakin Skywalker with his bloody sand. Right, let's do... Oh, no, I wanted to go check the cooking thing. Let's keep... Wait, is cooking here or is it on the next level? It's here, isn't it? I could just hire some more cooks. I've got the happiness for it. I mean, this is the cooking level. I've got a bunch of new world meals, but I've noticed the calories are still in the red. That definitely needs sorting, and definitely soon. Oh god, they're all going to bed. What am I doing on... I was looking for stoves, wasn't I? That's what I was doing. Where... I've got 12 for some reason. I don't need 12. I just need 4 for now. Right. There we go. Little job. That should help. Let me have a look. Daily items per total daily items. Like, I'm using 1,220 berries a day, and I've still got 4,000 berries in the bloody stockpile. Berries are not going to be a problem for a while. I need 244 loaves of bread a day. This is here. I'm only making 200, so let me put this up to... These guys were finished earlier with their jobs, aren't they? I'm going to put that up to 300. Perpetual stew... I need 35 a day. 34.88, which is 35. And it's at 50. That's awesome. Luxury meal. I need 10 a day. That was also at 50, wasn't it? Damn. How many cakes do I need a day? It's a weird resource. People are unhappy then. Huh. I need none a day because I'm not distributing them. Let's get that sorted out. I wish this was easier. Like, I'll put it there. How many... Ooh, that's 100 a day. 96.69. Ooh, it's a lot of cake. Alright, let's do that. And see if we can keep up. If I can't, I can reduce it or take some out or do the other things that affect them. Ah, New World Mills, how do I hate thee? Let me count the ways. That's foo-foo. I'm still not over foo-foo. Is that a real thing? Like, can you go to a restaurant somewhere and order foo-foo? And yes, I have to say it in that voice. 165 of those a day? Oh, bloody hell. What? Alright. That's not going to help the tomato situation, is it? I am bloody obsessed with tomatoes for some reason in this game recently. Cooked fish. Total items 58 a day. That doesn't sound too bad. Really doesn't, does it? 70. All right, that's fine. What else have we got? Cooked fresh berry bread. What happened there? It went up when I scrolled down, and I kind of, it freaked me out a little bit. Okay, well, yeah, that's this week's episode of Colony Survival. Hope you guys enjoyed it. More faffing around with food, I'm afraid. That was almost an alliteration. Not quite, but almost. So, suggestions, if you have them, go in the comments section, as always. Subscribe if you haven't already done that. I've noticed the sun is coming up, which means I've waffled on about food and, you know, sliders and stuff all night and not killed a single zombie. Welcome to my channel, where I screw up even the simplest of tasks. Like, you know, base defense. Oh, yeah, come back tomorrow. I also go off on tangents a lot. Come back tomorrow for Species. I'll be doing some more crazy nonsense in that game tomorrow. Thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks for all your help and support. I will see you soon.